Has anybody ever had the great dinner party, the one that you remember where you sat and you laughed with your friends and you had great wine and good dinner and it was just this wonderful thing. There was no competition. And then somebody goes, geez, it's 2 o'clock in the morning. No, that's not possible. We just started. Does that make any sense? You know that place? See, that's a higher fourth dimensional place. That's a place where you are about to live every moment. It's not a going to. It's a being there. And so it's a very interesting place. So would you like to experience that fourth dimensional space? Yes. You can blame Roxanne for this. Because Roxanne said, oh, if you can make this into a piece of information, a lesson, it might be useful. It's like, oh, no. So I'm having a little bit of shoulder problem. I hurt my shoulder a while back, and I'm not paying attention to it for the last period of time. And in the last couple of weeks, it's all of a sudden started to go into the other muscles, and it's like, I feel like this, and it's like, what is this? I don't do this to myself. So the first night I sleep on the bed. Bed's pretty soft. Not a good thing for me. So then second night I sleep on the floor. And on one, and they've got that big cushion, comforter on the bed that's in the middle of the summer in Phoenix. You're going to sleep under this comforter, but I don't get that, but it's soft. So I fold it, put it on the floor, sleep on it. It's kind of like, okay. Last night, just as Steve's finishing up about 5:30, I'd say, I think I need to go and kind of find my space. And so I go over to the pool and I sit on one of the lounge chairs. It's like, Papa Bear, Mama Bear, Baby Bear. It's like, oh, this is good. So I'm a very clever person, so I decide I'm going to borrow their pad when I sleep tonight. It's an abundant universe, right? So I borrow their pad, and I finish up with Steve and Barbara last night, and I decide that I'm going to let them do their questions. I'm going to go back, and so I'm kind of thinking about what I'm going to say today, which is on that piece of paper. That has nothing to do with anything I've said so far. And so I go borrow their pad and put it on my floor and put the comforter there and go sleep. But the comforter's a little warm, so I'm sleeping naked under this thing. It's great. It's like, oh, this is really good. Phone, I missed a part. Roxanne comes back and she says, gee, I'd like to just go get a glass of wine before the sleep piece. And so I'm not at change clothes. I go, all right, put clothes back on. We go get a glass of wine. We meet some of you. We're sitting there talking, having a good time. Roxanne's drinking her 7th glass of wine. Oh, see, you said I'm going to get back at you. She didn't have 7 glasses of wine. 9. So, and I think, well, I'm going to go back. You've got your glass of wine. And so she stays and she talks and she says, well, I don't have a key. I said, well, that's okay. I'll open the door. Well, I go back and now I borrow their little pad. I go lay down and go to sleep. Phone rings. And where we're staying is in the casita, so there's a front door and a little entry section and then the rooms. And she says, you said you'd leave the front door open. Well, security or somebody came and closed the door. I said, oh, okay. Come over, I'll go open the door. You're all psychic, yes? Now, this is about as stupid as possible. Okay, I'll open the door. I get up. I go open the door, and I go, nobody out there, big glass window. I'll just run and open it real quick. I was instantly in present time. As I hear behind me this Unbelievable. Big glass window. Fortunately, a little tiny alcove. I think I'm standing there, and Roxanne's obviously having her 10th glass of wine because it's taking a long time. She comes in, and I say, I think I did something bad. I say, you have to go back and get a key. She steps back and goes, you owe me. So she says, yeah, I mean, I can see in her face, like, this is not good. She runs over. But she says beforehand, I asked for a key at the front gate because I thought you might be sleeping at the front desk, except I don't have any ID, so they wouldn't give me a key. She runs back, takes at least an hour and a half. She comes back and she says, they won't give me a key. I said, no, you're kidding. She says, I'm not kidding. I was more in present time. So we're having this conversation, and I'm thinking, now how do you do this? You know, the back door's locked. So she's got a little sweater on. She hands me the sweater. It's me and her, you know. And I said, this is not a good thing at all. And about that time, the maintenance guy comes, and he walks in. She's figured that out. And the guy says, oh, good thing you had a towel. Yes. Unbelievable. How are you enjoying higher fourth dimensional present time? Now, would you validate yourself? Because I'm telling you, you are sitting in higher fourth dimensional present time. Is everything wonderful at this moment? Did you enjoy your laugh at me? Mm-hmm. Is there any edges in your space at this moment? Do you hate anybody in this moment? Do you have a sense that everybody is in the same vibrational field and there's absolutely nothing wrong with anybody in this room? Welcome to what higher fourth dimensional life is all about.